Drake was on Adin Ross's stream last night. He was supposed to come to Rhode Island to our concert, but Drake was like, "Hey, I gotta go to Aiden's stream." I'm like, "I bet, bro. I understand."
Looking like the picture.
Yeah, he was mad at me. Drake on FaceTiming me. He was mad because I was wearing some PG Lang merch. I forgot I bought it. Listen, it is what it is. But he told Adin Ross on the stream, he was like, "I'm working on a new album right now, and it's a slap," right? And he said that similar to Adin Ross last stream. He's like, "I got slappers." Or some shit.
For Sexy Songs for You. And it was.
Yeah, and it was for Sexy Songs for You.
And then he's like, "Oh, let him know, Aiden." And Aiden's like, "Oh, it's great."
Sexy Songs for You. I don't know about you guys, but it's still I'd be still play that shit.
No, I still
play it. Yeah, but it's still a 7.5 for me.
It's a 7 for me.
It hasn't gone up for me.
GNX was better.
Then Sexy Songs for You.
Hell yeah. As a project, you can't compare R&B.
I won't answer that. Because I don't, I would have to revisit GNX because I haven't played it recently, realistically. But I've definitely been playing some Sexy Songs for You.
Yeah, horny.
The city is really just like a flower. What color does CN Tower?
I don't know. CN Tower was finally growing me, but then there's other tracks that people really riding the fuck out of it, and it don't work for me.
Shot Brian Steele's
Mothballs? I don't fuck with it.
Play Brian Steele in the car?
The more I've listened to it, brother, I'm like, man.
Shot Brian Steele, I'm one of the guys. Well, I'm tweaking. I'm going outside tonight, and like a random girl on the beat screaming.
Bro, nigga, hold on. When it goes, someone would love me. Oh my god! Oh my god! Nigga, you're doing that thing. You're doing that thing. You're doing that thing. You're doing that thing again.
That's.
That shit's hard,
party, bro. It's party.
Nigga. But GNX hard as fuck too.
Nah, GNX hard as fuck. I still think GNX is better,
bro. GNX, bro. Even the fucking
GNX makes you want to dance with a Glock on your waist,
bro. What's that?
Nigga, I be listening to Squabble Up, dancing on the fucking table with mad grips in my hand. Not a single one of them are mine.
Let's be honest.
Peekaboo's my shit.
Yeah.
Peekaboo. I just put some boogers
that
on
shit
my
too.
train.
That shit
Peekaboo.
I do when it's only brain.
Peekaboo.
It's like Kendrick Lamar had like no teeth or some shit. That nigga had like turned into like gums. Peekaboo.
What you talking about? You talking about nothing? What you talking about? You talking about nothing? What you talking about? You talking about nothing? What you talking about? You talking about? Nigga, I be whispering that shit to niggas' ears.
I still can't say it.
Chike on there. That nigga's hard. I've heard some of his like shit. He's coming. I think he's dropping an album. He's trying to roll with the steam right now. He's hard. I think he's just signed to PG Lang. To be honest with you, and no homo. Just because there's kids, I'm a grown-ass man. But kids, when they see this shit, they be like, oh, you guys say no homo, so I'll say it for you guys. But Aze Cheek is a handsome guy, bro. He's a handsome guy. I think he has, like, sex appeal. Like, girls
Who are you
fuck with
talking
him.
about right now?
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
He's the one on Peekaboo. He's the one on Peekaboo.
Easy?
Peekaboo. AZ Cheek. He's the feature on GNX album.
I didn't look what this nigga was.
Yeah, guy, Kendrick Lamar performed his verse.
No, I know.
At Super Bowl and everything.
I understand, bro, but I didn't look up what this nigga looked like.
He's a West Coast artist, AZ Cheek.
This nigga looks like he does porn.
Tell me he's not handsome. He looks like he does what?
He looks like he does porn.
He got a clean cut, bro.
Clean cut, handsome guy.
Skin is smooth, pause.
Skin is smooth as fuck.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Yeah,
that's what. But if you were Diddy, you would take him down? Because last week you said if you were Diddy, you wouldn't take down Terrence Howard, you would take down Tyrese. How about
what year am I as Diddy in this situation? Prime Diddy? Yeah, because that's young Diddy. This nigga's young. If I'm older Diddy, I want older men at that point.
Yeah. With consent, because Diddy tried to get the consent from Terrence Howard.
When they're older?
Well, yeah, Diddy tried to get the consent from Terrence Howard, but it wasn't happening. Because AZ Cheek might slap the shit out of Diddy. He might stab him in his ear.
You know what it is, bro? Because it's how I look at it is like how I am straight. So because I'm straight, I will never like fuck a younger girl. It makes me uncomfortable. It's like, damn, bitch, you're young as fuck. Like, if you're 21, ew. Like, that's gross to me. If I was gay, I think I'd have the same energy.
My thing is like if a girl just looks young, a girl could be 45, but if the girl looks 13, it's like I'm saying like if she just looks young,
no,
it's like whew.
That's just nasty.
It's an odd situation.
But I see it the same way with like older women. I would never in my life try to fuck on like a 40-year-old. It makes me uncomfortable.
For real?
Bro, I couldn't, bro. Man. I tried it once.
Let a
good situation.
Bro,
I couldn't do it. Bro,
send a 40-year-old my way, bro.
So everyone online,
that's experience.
A lot of people online are saying that era, Kendrick Lamar's era, but meanwhile Drake is still teasing his album. It's rumored to be the solo album, etc. Do you guys think that? First of all, is he dropping it soon? Second of all, is it good? Like, how good is it? And is it gonna like? And third of all, is it gonna fucking like disprove this dot era shit that people keep saying, right? Because the dot era, you gotta be going crazy, and I think Kendrick Lamar has the potential to go crazy. He could run a whole nother decade, the same way Drake ran a decade. So? Kendrick Lamar can run another decade.
You think Kendrick Lamar has a decade in him at this age in his life? With he struggled 5 years to make content.
I think he does.
Yeah, but that content was like woke shit though.
You can't underestimate him. He's too good. He's too good. He's Kendrick Lamar. He's too good.
I think the artistic process starts to deteriorate once you get a certain age. You just run out of it. It's a natural
I felt that way when we
Drake
missed Morale.
Drake
I was like, damn, like
Kendrick,
like it was underwhelming.
No, and I think Drake's running out of it too. I think they all are.
I thought Kendrick, but I kind of felt that way with Mr. Morale, and then he proved me wrong with this whole beef and GNX shit. You could get a fire under your back, under your ass. However,
how long does that last? Bro, Picasso was like 40 when he started making some butt. Kanye's 40, he's making some butt.
If Kendrick starts grabbing West Coast niggas, this shit could be for a while.
Yeah. That's different.
Start producing West Coast niggas albums, helping them out, working with them more.
That's different.
Do like a collab album with YG.
I think Kendrick's gonna end up being like a Dr. Dre.
He could do some shit like that.
That's different.
That would be real dot era shit.
That's very different than just
sign
Kendrick
a big
albums.
Act. Sign a big act.
Kendrick's solo albums, I don't see them moving forward that big. Because if we compare Drake's run and then Kendrick's dot era run, you think Kendrick's gonna be selling 600K units the way Drake was off solo albums? That's kind of crazy.
And the dot era conversation is very interesting because obviously in that statement, like saying it's dot era, etc., you're acknowledging what it was before. It wasn't his era. It was the Drake era. You know what I'm saying? In that statement, dot era, you're acknowledging, oh, this is a replacement of what was already here. Which I think a lot of the fans in the stands, specifically the stands in the comments and shit, they don't acknowledge. Like, they always just want to be purely one-sided, when in reality, Drake and Kendrick Lamar might never be friends again ever in life, but there is their respect there. Because if not, they wouldn't acknowledge each other at all.
Facts.
They would just completely move on. The same way Drake completely moved on from Pusha T, you could tell a nigga, like, he didn't respect him, especially because it went to, like, the 40 shit. He was like, you're talking about my friend's health. He lost respect for him. God bless, right? Pusha T probably the same with Drake. That's why he's never mentioned him back. And plus, he fucking did what the damage he needed to do. But it's just something that I feel like, you know, is interesting. I think it is the start of the dot era, but is it going to really continue? Because Drake is Drake. The same way Kendrick Lamar is Kendrick Lamar, Drake is still Drake.
But I think
I'll never be naive to the fact.
I'm going to stick to my narrative. We're in year 17 for Drake. 16. I'll say the same thing I said for All Your Dogs. That nigga shit starting to sound like some ass. It's starting to sound like some ass, Vic. Yo, here's the thing. I know what ass looks like. I love eating ass. When I see some ass, nigga, I know it's some ass. The lyrics is starting to get lackluster. The music. The only way Drake stays alive here is if he continues to ride a young nigga wave. But Playboy don't like you no more. So
but he still likes him though. He still likes him. He was talking about on Adin Ross. He was like doing the Sia shit and all of that.
You fucks with him?
Huh?
Really?
Drake?
Yeah.
Drake said Sia and shit like that on the fucking thing.
He might have been
when he was talking about that girl that was boxing and shit like that. Like he's like, oh, she came out of the ring doing shit, and he's like, Sia at the end. You didn't see that?
Oh no, I'll look it up right now.
Yeah.
I thought you had no Drake in your algorithm, bitch.
Well, we're talking about.
You had Cardi in your algorithm, Marlon.
We're talking about Instagram.
You got a Cardi. You got Cardi in your algorithm.
Instagram, I got it.
What's going on?
I got it on TikTok. TikTok for sure.
How would I find it?
Not Instagram though. Don't peep my Instagram.
Oh, right here maybe.
Really? That one girl in the white trunks.
He looks like shit,
bro. Horrible.
No, I know her name's Yamena. Yamena. Okay. No, she got out of the ring and was still like, like she was like still like, yeah. Bro, oh my god, I can't. You liked it?
Yeah, that was a clear Sia. Okay.
Yeah, that might have been a troll.
You think it could be kind of like a?
I hope it's
It
not.
could be interpreted either way.
Because he's such a fucking loser if it is.
If it's like a negative in a negative way, like making fun of Cardi's ad lib.
Oh my, like bro.
But he was a huge Cardi fan.
huge Cardi fan. He loves
I
Cardi.
think he's still I think he's still willing to eat his dick.
How about damn.
I mean, that's what Cardi stands are.
No, that was Ragnar Marlowe's eat a dick comment. How about have Drake doing Adin Ross's stream again?
Stupid.
People are upset with Drake doing Adin Ross's stream because they feel like Drake should do real hip hop journalism, do real interview, real content,
This is all
etc.
this steak money, bro.
But I'm looking at it from a business perspective. Everything that Drake has done has been a business move. Drake could have easily gone to Canada, back to Canada, Toronto, do his own version of what Kendrick Lamar did in the LA, do a Drake pop out, do like a Drake something. He didn't. What did he do? He went on tour, sponsored by Steak, Anita Max Win Tour in Australia. Why? Because he got a fucking bag. He's a businessman, so he got a bag. He probably got way more money in Australia than he would have gotten by doing any shows in America. Because they'll just pay you more just because it's travel. Bro, there's artists that wouldn't sell 10 tickets in America, but they're legendary hip-hop acts. But they still wouldn't sell 10 tickets in America.
They'll sell a million
They'll
in
sell
Europe.
out 1 million tickets overseas,
Joe Budden.
different countries.
Joe Budden.
People don't understand that.
Joe Budden.
So you think that in Australia, Drake's getting a little bag? He's getting the double bag, maybe the
Yeah.
triple bag. And this time, he didn't have nobody. He didn't even have an opening act. He didn't have Drake Cole by himself.
Eminem can do stadium tours right now in fucking
Eminem come to the world.
in Europe. Yeah, like all them soccer stadiums, he could sell every single one of them out.
So it's a business play. Steak. Drake is sponsored by Steak. Steak is a betting app, right? So every time he goes on Adin Ross's stream, it's a Steak stream. They're playing and gambling with money on Steak.
You would think that Steak owns him.
Drake might have ownership in Steak at this point. It's a business move. Now, I would prefer Drake to do some real interviews, real conversations, 100%. But Adin Ross has basically equity in Steak. If he's going to do a Steak stream with a streamer, he's going to do it with Adin Ross. It's just business. And he also has a friendship and a relationship with Adin Ross. Also,
I think it's dumb though, just because of Adin Ross's reputation.
Adin Ross has never been a great interviewer. He's always sucked as interviewer.
Bro, you know
we
what
can't
the-
expect
you-
Adin Ross to be a journalist.
you
You're
know
gonna get
the-
Adin Ross when you get Adin Ross.
You know what throws me off about that shit, bro? You talking about they got friendships and shit like that. He's still mad awkward.
Who? Adin Ross.
Aiden.
I think because he doesn't want to talk about certain things. Because
Yeah.
in that moment, he could have been like, "Oh, you fuck with Cardi's album," or
But if
"Are you cool with Cardi?"
if you're good friends and shit like that, you're gonna have that conversation.
They probably have it behind the scenes though.
Don't matter, cause bro, just bring it up.
Bring it up
you
right
don't want,
there, right?
You don't want to talk about it.
Or maybe Drake told him
Oh.
before the stream, "Yo, let's not talk about these certain things."
But he wouldn't bring up the ad lib then.
And he wouldn't bring up the Kendrick fighting thing, the joke that he made. That's true.
What you guys are talking about is the exact reason why he won't do real media, because then he gets asked real questions, he has to answer them. In this environment, he can make these little jokes, and Aiden's never gonna question him, because Aiden's job isn't to actually do journalism.
He loves subliminals. That's what.
Yeah. He wants the opportunity to promote himself and sneak diss without having to explain himself.
Literally.
That's what this is. But my thing is, you can do that on other people's platforms. Why do you keep running to Adin Ross? Because that was people's frustration too. Is like Adin Ross is corny, and like he's kind of a culture vulture. You could have went to Black Boy Max, who's been blowing up off what you're doing.
I think it was because if we're being realistic, I think that Adin Ross is a pioneer in the streaming space and a pillar of the streaming community. He is significantly important to the streaming community. Without Adin Ross, you wouldn't see a lot of these other motherfuckers out here. So, as an OG with that respect, and an extremely business savvy guy that still makes millions of dollars, from a business perspective, I'm not surprised.
But
You
the
know,
Black Boy
it's bound to
Max-
happen.
Black Boy Max stream makes more sense business wise.
The Black Boy Max stream makes more sense business wise, but again, to what degree? Not to Drake's business, because Drake works for Steak.
Did they gamble on that
Adin
stream?
Ross is banned from Twitch.
Did they gamble on that stream?
That's the
Yeah.
other issue there. It's the Twitch
Adin Ross
issue.
is banned from Twitch, so Drake can't go. If Steak works with Kick, Adin Ross is on Kick.
Yeah.
Steak owns Kick. Drake only ever streams on Kick. then it's gonna be a Kick situation.
Yeah.
So if you don't understand what Kick is, if you don't understand the streaming community, then you're gonna be like how a lot of these people be like, why is he going on Adin Ross at all?
No, it's definitely
It's like there's a reason.
Why. Yeah.
Now if you say like, oh, I know there's a reason, and Adin Ross still sucks. Okay, I agree with you. I get what you're saying. Like he sucks at the interview aspect, but Adin Ross still delivers the moments. You know what I'm saying? We're still gonna get viral moments no matter what from Adin Ross. So if you're Drake and Drake plays a social media game, he goes along with Adin Ross, you're always gonna get viral click moment. Is Adin Ross? Him and Adin Ross just being next to each other is viral already.
I get it. My thing is, if you want to promote that you still got it in your tank and you got fire music, I'm making a song on Black Boy Max's stream.
That would have been hard.
That would have blown up.
That would have destroyed the internet.
That would have destroyed because this is what he's known for.
Come.
I hope so, because that should be the play here.
It could still come.
Because I'm watching that fucking the yacht song with Rob 49 in them. That's blowing up, Vic.
Yeah.
It's getting traction. They worked on that song on that stream. Like there's songs that are coming from that stream that are making waves, and I'm like, okay, I see what's happening.
Because Drake went on the radar.
Yeah.
He's gone on these freestyle platforms. Tim Westwood, or it was that other guy, Charlie Sloth, BBC, or like, you know what I'm saying? All them shits.
Yeah,
you get me?
That's just crazy, no?
He did all that shit. He can go on Black Boy Max. He could do that.
Mm-hmm.
He can do that. Freestyle on there, do some shit on there, premiere a song on there, here we recorded, have Black Boy engineer it. It could still happen.
Yeah.
But on his own time, we still got to see. Because he still was promoting, but it's like subliminal shit. I got to slap. That's what he said. I got to slap. Right? And Adin was like, can you play me some music? And he didn't want to play no music. He didn't want to play no nothing. He didn't even want to really play it off camera either.
He could also do Kai Cenat.
He could do Kai Cenat, but
If you're not looking for a real interview and just a viral moment, Kai Cenat.
chilling with Kai Cenat.
Yeah. Kai Cenat hasn't had someone on in the grip, like a real artist, like a
I
major
feel like Drake
artist.
and Kendrick can go on Kai Cenat
Yeah,
separately.
that'd be
They
fun.
don't got to cover no beef shit.
That'd be dope.
Just vibing. You could do content that way.
Yeah.
But listen, I'm frustrated, but I understand it. I understand the business play. That's all I'm trying to say. If you know Steak, if you understand Kick, how it works, that's why Drake's doing it. But I would love a fucking real deal interview, even if Drake drops it on his own YouTube channel. It could be himself talking to the camera or like something. But we might not get that anytime soon. We might not get, because if we get a real interview with answers, then the allure is gone
Yeah.
of the beef.
Yep.
Because if we get the answers, then there's no more money to be made. There's no more subliminals that don't make sense. There's no more algorithm game. Drake has to still be vague. Kendrick Lamar still has to be vague. They're keeping the ball rolling.
You know what's funny?
That's the
too?
unfortunate side, but the realistic side of the shit.
The funnier thing too was keeping a lot of these like hip hop journalists relevant in this moment is their outrage.
Yeah.
Because the only reason people care about Elliot Wilson right now, and it's respect to a legend, but the reason why you're blowing up is because you're calling out Drake for the fact that he won't sit down with someone like you, who he's already sat down with, and we got a real interview out of him
Yeah.
when you did it. And it's shit like that. When you see that reaction from all the different sides, you're right. These niggas are never gonna stop this.
They're never going to stop it.
It's too much money, too much traction, too much publicity.
It's petty wars and then doing petty games, and it creates pettiness on social media.
That makes
I would
everyone
love an
money.
Elliot Wilson, Drake, and B-Dot rap radar again, but there's not even a rap radar. They're not even interviewing people no more. You know, and also on top of that, Elliot always taking the jabs at Drake, and because Drake blocked him, everything that happened, which I understand, you can't expect a Drake interview.
No.
So he probably just obviously mad at the fact that we're not getting any Drake interview for real anywhere, which I get that.
Who can
But
do
I
it
hope
at
he's
this
not
point?
expecting one himself, because I feel like obviously that would be unrealistic. Who can interview him?
Us.
Us.
Us, yes.
Academics?
No.
I think academics could.
Nah,
Stop
I
it,
think he
Vic.
might swallow his shit too
He will
much.
swallow his shit.
But
This
that
is
would be the
issue.
challenge for it to happen. I feel like academics would maybe contemplate and be like, people are expecting me to be a certain way, right? Maybe I should try to be unbiased.
Because when I'm thinking about it, bro, there is no one that's unbiased except probably the woman. I forgot her name. That used to be on Hot 97.
Laura Styles?
No.
Shout out to Laura Styles.
I think her name in a second.
Nessa? Shout out to Nessa.
No, it's not Nessa either.
Nessa.
I had her name in my head too. She did the famous J. Cole interview back in the
The black girl.
No, the what is her name? Why can't I think right now? Spanish. What is her name, bro?
Oh, Angie Martinez, a legend.
Angie Martinez, yes. Angie Martinez is the only one that's non-biased because Ebro's biased as fuck.
Angie Martinez will make niggas cry.
Yeah, Angie Martinez will get a great interview out of Drake, like a non-biased interview. Because Ebro hates that nigga. Charlemagne hates that nigga. DJ Academics is on that nigga's dick. Vlad is a snitch. Like there's just this is the only person that I could really think of. Elliot hates him too at this point. Like there's when you really think about like major hip hop media, you name me one person that either doesn't love this nigga or hate him.
Yeah.
Who can actually be like give you a real conversation with this nigga?
Oh no, 100%. And definitely Vlad's not getting an interview because Vlad recently, which plays into the snitch narrative.
Vlad is a cop, bro.
He teased that Drake might have some legal shit, did some shit in the hills when he moved to the Hidden Hills.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So like him saying that also waters down his chances of ever getting a Drake interview if there ever was gonna be a chance.
He's a cop, bro.
So it's like him doing that, which I was shocked he did. I'm like, damn, Vlad, now motherfucker's gonna call you a snitch again.
Yeah.
A cop again. Don't do that, Vlad.
Besides us, there's only one other person I think that would kill it, and it's Joe Budden, because of the relationship they've had for years, and it would. But they'll never do it because of that fact. They know too much about each other.
Yeah.
But if they sat down together, that would be the most diabolical conversation I ever heard in my life.
It would have to be one-on-one.
It would have to be.
It can't be with the crew.
Nope.
The crew. It can't
has
be
to
with the
just
crew.
be them two.
It can't be with the crew.
1-on-1 each in a cage.
It'd be a chess match.
It would have to be one-on-one for like 5 hours.
Yeah, literally. Because those two have known each other for years, Marlon. For years.
That'd be
They used
crazy.
to go on dinners together. If they sat down and had a conversation, you'd get the truth of something.
That'd be crazy.
They gonna love me for my ambition.
And that was a clip from our podcast, the Club Ambition Podcast. Cap, if you're looking to watch the full episode, make sure to go check it out right now. It's available on audio and also on YouTube.